Hi, I'm Ellen Meredith, an energy medicine practitioner, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of energy medicine tools you can use to enhance your immunity and strengthen your immune system and the protections from in this age of the pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. So this is the first area. I spoke in my introduction about 7 aspects for addressing immunity using energy medicine. This is aspect number one, calm and befriend your gatekeeper. Now, just as a repeat, your gatekeeper is your immune system, and it says what is you, what is me, and what is not me. So the first task we want to do to calm it, especially if you're feeling a lot of reactivity, a lot of fight or flight, is an exercise called Porcupine Reset. And what I want to invite you to do is watch me do it once, and then I'll do it quickly a second time, and you can do it right along with me. So if you're sitting on your couch or just being a little bit of a couch potato watching this, you may want to get up and actually feel it, participate. Okay, I'm going to stand back so you can see me. Now, the reason it's called Porcupine Reset is that when we get reactive, your gatekeeper uses electromagnetic plus minus signaling to partition parts of your field and keep things out that need to stay out and pull things in that need to come in. It's a very magnetic kind of mechanism. And when you are feeling like you're being attacked, or your gatekeeper thinks she's being attacked or he's being attacked, it will flip some polarities in the field. And to me, because I see energies, it looks like a porcupine. You look like a big porcupine with all your energies going out to protect the shields. And what we want to do is we want to bring those energies back for the benefit of the body. We don't need them protecting the shields. It's usually overkill, like all immune system issues. So this is called Porcupine Reset. And what we're going to be doing is grab the energy at the top of your head, pull straight up as you breathe in, pull out and down as you exhale. Tap the energy to the ground, grab the other end of the energy, breathe in and pull it out, and tack it to the top of your head. This effectively flips those energies that are going the wrong way. So we're going to try it again. Start at the top of your head, breathe in and pull up. Breathe out, take it down to the ground and tack it. Grab the other end, pull out and up, breathe in, and tack it to the top of your head. Now, sometimes, because the aura, the energy field goes out and it also goes inward, sometimes we get an inner porcupine reactivity. And that feels a lot like grumpy or prickly inside. And so to reset that, it anchors at the third eye. This is inner porcupine reset. You're going to grab it here, breathe in and pull up, breathe out and take it down. Other end. Okay, same thing. We'll do it one more time. Third eye, up and breathe in, down and breathe out. Grab the other end, up and breathe in, back to the third eye, breathe out. Those of you who've watched some of my other Coaching Corner videos might recognize these first 2 exercises, and then I'm going to give you some new things, okay? That's Porcupine Reset and Inner Porcupine Reset. You can do that whenever you start to feel off in some way. It's a really good first defense to just calm your gatekeeper so you can think, okay? We have an outer gatekeeper or a yang gatekeeper that protects us in the world. And we also have a yin gatekeeper that protects the sanctity of the heart. It's also called the heart protector. And so this exercise is so simple. You could probably do it while I'm teaching you. You're going to be drawing hearts on your heart and feel them. Actually dig into your skin a little so you can feel that heart energy. And if you want to put love in there, if you want to put consolation in there, that can help. And you're just saying to that yin gatekeeper, hey, calm down, chill. It's okay. My inner sanctity is okay. And you can even end by just covering your heart with both hands and maybe doing a little rocking or swaying. Now feel free as I teach you these exercises to innovate, to play with what feels good, what feels better, what feels like you need to add for your own body or your own energies. They aren't written in stone. They don't, it's not like pulling switches, it's communication. These are vocabulary in the language of energy that speaks to the body's energies and influences how they communicate. Okay, so that was called Yin Hearts. Now, this third exercise I call Clear Fear, Ease Ego, Welcome Wiser Self. And that's kind of a mouthful. But really, what happens whenever we feel attacked or feel in danger in some way is first we tend to get fearful. We tend to get resistant and, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then what happens is we can't see our ego swells and to protect us. So it gets a little bigger and we're not as flexible. And then the third thing that happens is we lose contact with our guidance, our inner truth. So this helps with all of them. And it uses a little exercise that is embedded in it called the Divine Hook-up. The Divine Hook-up uses your index fingers, your first fingers of each hand. And you're going to take your left index finger and plug it into the heart of the divine, however you feel that, okay? Wherever the heart of the divine is. And don't worry, if the divine is too tall and you're doing like this and your arm's tired, ask her to come down a bit. She can kneel or something if you can't reach it, okay? And then you're going to take your other index finger and you're going to plug it into a point on the back of your hand that's between the baby finger and the fourth finger. You come down about 1 finger's width, and you'll find a little divot, and you're going to put your other index finger into that divot and plug in. That point is called the gamut point. It's also called a fear point, and it's on a meridian in Chinese medicine that's called triple warmer. So plugging into that point and then plugging it into divine energy brings divine energy to melt that fear. It's bringing in resources from a deeper part of your being to clear the fear. So you're just going to hold this for a while. I'm not going to do the full length of time we might normally do this for the demo because that could be like watching grass grow, which could be fun in this age of being at home. But you can come back to this, okay? So clear fear. When you feel like you've done it long enough, and you go by what it feels like. You can do it for 20 minutes, but you can do it for 1 minute. You're going to maybe feel yourself take a breath or feel something settle or feel something calm. I just felt something kind of settle inside me. Then you're going to go to the second part, which also uses the Divine Hook-up called Ease Ego. Again, you're going to plug your left finger into the heart of the divine, and you're going to put your other hand or index finger, whichever feels better, over your heart. Why? Because when the heart is balanced, the ego goes back to a healthy level. When we are working from or operating out of our heart, our ego goes to the shape that's most natural and probably healthiest for us, okay? So you're just going to stay plugged in. You don't have to envision channeling energy or any of that. It's like when you plug your plug into the wall, you don't have to envision the electricity running your computer. It will just run it. So we're going to plug into divine energy, and that energy is just going to flow right into your heart and ease your ego. Okay? Then the third part of this exercise, they can all be done separately. I just put them together as one big one because I think it's helpful as a triad, is called Welcome Wiser Self. Now, I believe we each have a wiser self. It is the part of us that's maybe part of the divine itself. And it's nice to let the wiser self really connect up with you, to hook up. So we're going to invite your wiser self at first to hook up right behind the belly button on the back. It's right here. And you're just going to flip your hand forward and back a couple times just to clear that, make sure it's electromagnetically balanced. And then you're going to imagine your wiser self is standing behind you. It's a little, maybe just a little bit taller and bigger than you. And maybe your wiser self wants to put her or his hands on your shoulders and connect up it's going to be your wiser self, Dantian, the second chakra energy is going to hook up with that Ming Men point on the back that I pointed out to you. It's just like a little bit of a hookup back there. And just feel for a moment your wiser self, just having your back, standing there. She has your back. He has your back. And take a breath. And then if you'd like, invite your wiser self to step forward and meld with you so that you are encompassed within your wiser self. If you're not comfortable with that, just stay with the Ming Men Dantian hookup. It works well. I like to wear my wiser self like a big faux fur coat. I like to be encompassed and held within the energies of my wiser self. And this is always the best way to energy stance in which to make decisions, to just operate out of. Your wiser self has nothing better to do than be your wiser self, and she might as well be here with you, or he might as well be here with you in full. The fourth exercise we're going to do is called clearing your central corridor. The energy communications of the body go right up the center of your body through your spine. There's a big central corridor. In Chinese medicine, they call these vessels central meridian and governing. So central comes right up the front to the bottom lip, and governing comes right up the back. It comes over the head. It goes back at the top lip, and it joins the other one at the back of the throat. So it's this central orbit that keeps your energies whole and clean, and it keeps your aura strong. So the stronger the central and governing hookup is, the stronger your aura, your energy field is, and the more it can protect you from things coming at you. But we want to, we take in most of our energy through this central vessel. So when you're at a party, your central vessel is getting a good workout. It's taking in people's energies. It's really receiving. And most of us are not going to parties right now. In fact, don't go to parties right now. But even watching television, watching movies, interacting with our family, we take a lot in. And it's good to just flush or clear the central and the governing if you can reach it. The governing we take in when people are thinking about us or sending energies to us. We often take it in through governing. It also controls the brain. So when there's a lot of brain activity, it kind of spills down and leaves a mess along the spine, which then obscures the communication of the spine, which really is the center of your nervous system, right? Your nervous system all goes out and about everywhere through that governing vessel and through your spine. So it's really good to clear those both out. And you can use a lot of different tools. You can use color, you can use music, and you can use imagery to clear it. I'll just show you quickly. I'm going to do color. I have this little finger light. These are so awesome and fun to play with. If your kids are home, you can get them on Amazon or other online places. And I'm just going to take this little blue light and just flush up and down. I might figure 8. Just use it to clear and kind of clean out the central meridian and just fill it with beautiful blue, healing, wonderful light. Oh, that feels good. And I'm just going to do the same. In the back, I can't reach, so I have to kind of imagine that I'm connecting the line, and I'm just going to bring it over and clear it there. So that's using light. If you want to use sound and you're not embarrassed to sing or make sounds, you can choose any note. Or you can even sing a song into it. If you have a lullaby that really speaks to you, it's lovely to sing that lullaby into your central and your governing vessels and clear them out. You can also use a gong. I can't do it and hold it, so like that. So whatever sound you want, and for imagery, you can of course visualize, and some of you are very powerful visualizers, but I'm a very strong advocate of using physical representations of the images if you have them, because I think the body gets the memo much more clearly if there's a physical image. So I've taken this beautiful little statuette of a mother and child, this very tender moment, and I'm going to bring this tender moment to my own central energies. And I'm going to do the same in back, bring it up, over the top, and to the front. Okay? Play with this. You can see there's many, many ways to do any of these. If you understand what your intention is, then it's easier to innovate and find new ways to do it. Sometimes what happens when we do have reactivity is our nervous system gets really goes into overdrive. And all of you know what that feels like. You're nervous, you're tense, maybe you've had a lot of coffee and chocolate, or maybe you're just feeling very irritated, and even the inner porcupine didn't calm it down. There's another exercise that I call the electric eye hold, or just the eye hold. And you're going to take 2 fingers and you're going to put one on your closed eyelid. Don't do it with an open eye. And the other on the bone that is around the eye. So you've got one finger on, excuse me, on the eyeball, but on your lid, and the other on the bone. So ball to bone connection. And if you do that hold for 5-10 minutes, it will deeply, deeply, deeply calm your nervous system. And that includes anxiety. So that's a good one for anxiety, unless you get anxious about holding your eye, in which case you're going to have to find a different one. But it's a very good one. It just kind of balances what's inside and outside very gently and easily. Okay? And then the last one on my little list to calm and befriend your gatekeeper for today is a hookup, which I learned from Donna Eden. And it's a classic exercise where you're going to take your third finger and you're going to stick it in your belly button. You're going to take your other third finger and put it on your third eye, and you're just going to pull up. Now, those of you who have learned this exercise in Eden Energy Medicine have learned to do it for 10, 15, 20 seconds until you feel a release or a connection or a sigh, or you take a deep breath. And I just did. But what I want to suggest is that if you continue to do this hold, say you're doing it in bed or while you're on the couch resting, or maybe listening to a book on tape, do it for 10, even 20 minutes. It deeply, deeply calms the nervous system. It's actually powerful enough to stop an epileptic seizure if you happen to be having one. But if you're not, it calms that system of nervousness and electrical signaling in your body. So if you have the time to do a longer hookup, experiment with that, and you can put affirmations as you do this hookup. It's a good time to make some self-suggestions. You're on this central meridian, and it is the meridian of self-hypnosis, of self-suggestion. So it's a wonderful place to say, I'm in grace, I'm safe, I'm so well protected, I'm so held in abundance, and I will be fine. I will be fine.